Hey everybody, it's Steve checking in from sunny Tampa, Florida today.
Now retired lecturer engineer living in northern Cyprus, hence the fan in the bike. It's 34 degrees here and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning.
As I say, when I was a kid, one of the first things I remember is my dad telling me at the age of 4 or 5, if you live in this house and you want to be a football fan, you're going to be a Sheffield United fan. And so, didn't have much of a choice really.
Evening, afternoon and morning Blades. I'm Ingood Nick, but you're not going to be seeing much of me in this video. It's going to be fans from around the world. This is going to be a regular feature on the channel next season, so I thought we'd do one for the Southampton game. We've got Blades fans from the US, from Canada, from Cyprus even. So if you're living in a different country and you want to be on one of these videos next season, I'll leave all my contact details on the screen right now. You can contact me by email, by Twitter, by Instagram. So get in touch now. So anyway, let's get on with the video and let's get introduced to some overseas Blades.
Hello, fellow Blades fans. My name is Robert. I'm from the United States, and I want to thank Nick for giving us the opportunity to do some match reactions with you guys. So, wow, what a great season for Sheffield United, first off. I don't think any of us would have complained if you had told us we were going to have a top half finish this year. Just a unfortunate way to end the season today. Really was a tale of two halves. First half looked like regular Sheffield United football, really good defensive stops, looked dangerous going forward on the counter. And then second half, it kind of slipped away. Defense got a little lackluster in the midfield. We were losing the ball. Southampton really put a lot of pressure on us. As far as players today, I really thought Billy Sharp should have had a goal. He had a couple of really, really good chances. He's a finisher. That's what he does. And he just didn't look like he wanted to put the ball in the net today. So unfortunate that he couldn't have added to his tally today. John Lundstrom, I thought, was amazing, really strong going forward. Obviously, he got the goal from a great cross by Andrew Stevens. It looked really solid. I'm hoping that we can bring Lunny back next year and he can keep us in the goals, because he is definitely our most offensively threatening midfielder for sure. Really complements Norwood, really complements Fleck in the midfield. So I'm hoping that we can get Lundstrom back another year. As far as our other players, I didn't think anybody was overly mistake prone today. Just some unfortunate bounces of the ball right to Shea Adams. One from Sander Berger just fell right to Adams's feet, and he clinical when he put that one away. And then another one off the chest of Basham. Not much you can do. He did a great job getting in the way of the first shot, and just unfortunate there. Nothing that Henderson could have really done either. Unfortunate to give away a penalty too at the end, but wow, Danny Ings, what a season he's had for Southampton. So definitely was unfortunate to give that one away, but it was kind of with the pace of play there. I thought overall, I loved Jack Robinson. Seeing him out there, had a lot of good clearances, a lot of good defensive blocks as well. Didn't do too much on the offensive and missed the long throw. I wanted to see another long throw by Robbo. So unfortunately, we couldn't get another one of those. But overall, I'm hoping that we can keep some of our momentum from this year moving forward to next year. We got to figure out another way for when we're down in games to try to come back, because I don't think this four in the back has really worked for Wilder. So whether it's adding another striker up front with a signing, or just getting everybody more used to going forward when we're down, we just got to get a little bit more comfortable with that. But anyways, thanks, Nick, for letting us all participate in these match reactions. I hope to give you guys more of this American view on Sheffield United soccer in the future. So everybody take care. Bye.
So here goes. Nick asked us to try and put a video together from fans around the world. My name's Ian. I'm in Canada. What to say? Last game of the season. Good effort first half. Looked like we could have been in the game. Obviously topped with Lundstrom's goal. And then the fantastic save from McCarthy. A lot could have been said of Billy's misses, and I realised that he was very upset with himself. I think the team lacked, with McGoldrick been missing, and also the overlapping down one side, especially missed with O'Connell not being fit. Then, of course, the inevitable happens. Adams comes back to haunt us when everybody, I think, thought it was going to be Ings. The season overall been absolutely amazing. Can say nothing but nothing about where we finished. We are the 9th best team in the country. I think for me, a lot depends on the recruitment system for next year, but here's hoping September brings another big season for all of us. What a great season it's been. And I, for one, am proud of everybody. Hope the Blades.
Hey everybody, it's Steve checking in from sunny Tampa, Florida today. Just a few thoughts on the match against Southampton. One of those that could have really gone either way, a match at the end of the season that didn't mean anything to anybody. So could have been 5-0, could have been 5-5. At the end of the day, fair result if you base it on the second half play. Should have put our chances away in the first half. I think you can look at Billy especially for not being clinical enough. And that's really been the story for the strike force all season. But I think the key word is perspective. It's easy to get Billy Big Britches and think that you belong in Europe or you belong in the top 4. But we were slated to go down. We would have been jumping for joy for 17th. And to have the second half of match number 38 kick off and you really don't need it, and I don't want to say you don't care, but really your fate's sealed and you're comfortable, and you're certainly not Aston Villa or even worse Norwich. So all in all, leggy second half performance. I thought Southampton definitely stroke of luck for both of their goals. Sanderberga playing a very nice through ball to Shea Adams for the first, lucky deflection on the second, probably some tired legs for a penalty on the third. Certainly thought Dean Henderson could have been better at his near post on the first goal. But again, that's nitpicking, really. That's something that you want, hopefully, Darren Ward next season. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's Darren Ward next season to work with him on. Lunny took his goal well. He's always going to be willing to run the length of the pitch to get there and be in a position to score a goal. It was really reminiscent of his goals against Palace, his goals against Burnley. But the match itself really did shine a light on the fact that we need to be more clinical. Ollie McBurney will work his socks off most matches, but 6 goals for 20 million quid is not a return. It's not a return on investment. So I think as we look to the next 6 weeks now, and you start to hear the rumors about Brewster and about Swift and about Eze from QPR, it's who are we going to bring in that's going to stretch the pitch for us, and that's going to really put us in a position to score plenty of goals, because it's not going to be every year that we only let in 35, 36, whatever it was, goals and be in the top 4 of defenses all year, especially if we don't keep people like Egan and Basham as their contract situations are up in the air. So really a lot going on. I think you could easily be a bit disappointed. 3 losses on the spin going into next season. But as always, in Wilder we trust, and roll on the release of the fixture list. Hope everybody's keeping safe, wearing their masks, doing what they need to do. I'm about to go swing some golf clubs. Take care.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Will. I'm a lifelong Blade who lives here in Toronto, Canada. And I have done for 8 years. As I say, when I was a kid, one of the first things I remember is my dad telling me at the age of 4 or 5, if you live in this house and you want to be a football fan, you're going to be a Sheffield United fan. And so, didn't have much of a choice really. And with being a Blade, obviously, has come 31 years of ups and downs. More recently, ups, thanks to Chrissy Wilder and Alan Mill, and, what they've done for the club. But obviously we had a lot of years of downs before that. So it's nice that, I finally get to wear the shirt with a bit of pride around the city. And, people are actually, aware of who we are now. When I first moved here back in 2012 and we were in League One, I could wear my Sheffield United shirt around the city and, nobody would, bat an eyelid. But nowadays I'm getting a lot of people shouting from cars, up the Blades and stuff, because we're just capturing the imagination of the entire footballing world. And it's a really exciting time to be a Sheffield United fan, I think, wherever you are. Just in terms of my thoughts on the game yesterday, obviously a pretty terrible way to end the season. What a great first season back in the Premier League. Like what the boys have done has been amazing. But yesterday, was a pretty lackluster effort. Had the chance to go 3 or 4 up before the break. Obviously with Lonnie's goal, but then also McBurney had a chance. Sharp had a couple of great chances, which, would expect the Billy Sharp of years gone by to have taken easily. So a bit disappointing that, we didn't go into the half with a 3 or 4 goal lead maybe. And then, Premier League, if you don't put your chances away, you're going to pay. And that's exactly what happened. That being said, the game wasn't entirely without good performances from the squad. Really impressed with what Jack Robinson's done since he's come into the starting lineup, and obviously getting a chance again yesterday to deputise for Jack. One of the best tackles I've seen all season from him. He's never looked out of place, which, for someone who's coming into a backline which is so well gelled, speaks volumes to his attitude and his skill. Also thought that Bash played really well, but when does Bash not play well? He's missed a consistency. So good to see him perform well again. Lonnie took his goal really well. Celebration might have been a bit, lackluster, which hopefully, doesn't speak to any impending departure, because I think, when he's pulled it out this season, he's been absolutely incredible. But obviously there are those rumours of him not being entirely happy at the club and his agent looking for more money, so we'll have to see what happens there. Other takeaways, just in terms of the squad as a whole, I think it's clear that the boys were pretty leggy yesterday. And squad depth, something we're really going to have to look at next year. I mean, if you looked at and it goes without saying, but if you look at the state of our bench and the quality of the players on the bench yesterday versus other teams around the league, there's just not that depth there. So I think, depth is something that Wilder has to focus on quite a lot this offseason if we're going to stand any chance of repeating the success of this season next year. So, hopefully this summer we can get quite a lot of business done in the transfer market. Looking forward to seeing who we bring in, less so to see who goes out, because, we're going to lose the likes of Leon, who's been a great servant for the club, and Kieran Freeman as well, who's been great. But yeah, the next few weeks should be pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to our second season back in the Premier League. Hopefully we can kick on from 9th and, challenge for Europe next year when we're a little bit more comfortable in the league. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Mike Smith. Originally from Sheffield, became a Blade at the age of 15 in the 70s. Now a retired electrical engineer living in northern Cyprus. Hence the fan in the bike. It's 34 degrees here and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So to the match. 26th of July. Final day, Premiership. Southampton away. Disappointing to lose the last match. We've got to say, finishing 9th in the table for new kids on the block ain't a bad start. Just shows what people like Gareth Crooks and all the other pundits know about Sheffield United and Chris Wilder. I hope they'll issue some sort of apology. The game started off well for us. Made a few chances, not as clinical as we were against Spurs and Chelsea. Billy Sharp made a brilliant run through. Only the goalie to beat, hitting it straight at McCarthy. Out for a corner, you could see Billy's frustration. Not the scoring Billy we know old. But 26 minutes, Lundstrom's goal. Nicely taken. Cross came from Stevens. All missed by the defence. Sidesteps Bertrand, kept his cool, slotted it home from 6 yards. Cost mistake by Southampton, but put us 1-0 up, heading for 3 points. But other than that, not much to rave about. Billy had too much chances, but he lost the ball, and as you know, nothing came out of it. McVerney tried a volley, but again, no power behind it. Basham did his best. Baldock and Stevens slogged the guts out, despite giving away the ball a bit too easily again. But tired legs, tired minds. But half time, 1-0 up. Come on the second half, Southampton starts to pull it back. Danger man Danny Ings making life very uncomfortable for our defence, culminating in 2 very, very sloppy goals. First one, again, bad back pass, clean through, and there was Adams, bump, straight past Henderson. Second goal, 7 of our guys, 2 of their guys, 18-yard box, the ball hits Basham, straight back to Adams, and bashing it home again for their number 2. I'm a bit suspect on Henderson. Some of the saves, he didn't seem to be in the right position. But there you go. Done good for us all the season. Third goal, danger man Ings again, trying to get past edge of the 18-yard box. 3 of our defenders, lucky trip, or lucky suspect trip, I don't know. But Peter Banks, the ref, pointed straight to the spot. Got no recourse on that. Took the ball well, did Ings, hit it to the left. Henderson went the right way, just couldn't get his fingers to it. I was impressed by Fleck and Stevens, never stopped, gave 100%. McBurney was replaced by Zikovic in the 51st. But by then, really, we were still struggling, but it was still 1-0. Liam Clark replaced Sharp in the 70th, and Norwood replaced Basham in the 80th. Sadly, it will be Leon's last match in a Sheffield United shirt. But he played his part over the past 2 or 3 years. Unfortunately, Clark's whole magic didn't come into the match, and as you know, we lost. But wish him well, just hope he can do good things for other clubs. Stevens got a booked in the 90+3, a silly foul on Walker Peters, but the game was well out of our reach. To sum it up, let's not forget, 3 seasons ago we finished 10th in the Championship. We are now ended 8th in one of the best leagues in the world. It's a fantastic achievement. Everyone at the lane should be proud. I definitely am. We need a few more players, and hopefully Chris Wilder will get them. They need to have that killer instinct to sustain our place in the top flight. It can't have been easy the last few weeks, playing on empty stadiums, and some players like Billy and Dean, they need that raucousness behind them, chanting at them, or in and a go at them, but they need it. But I'm sure Chris Wilder will do what's needed, hopefully make us better and stronger for the next season in 21-20. Bye, guys.
Hi, my name's Tom with the Cleveland Blades over in Cleveland, Ohio. So reflecting on today's 3-1 loss to end the season, I would say today basically the only good part was the Lundstrom goal. Other than that, there wasn't too much to go for. Thought Southampton really controlled the game, especially in the second half. They just took over. Again, key mistakes has been all season with the first, both Chet Adams goals were just mistakes, and then the penalty kick really I thought was more of a dive, but hey, it's the way it's going to go. And then with Wilder subbing off McBurney in the 50th minute, I think kind of showed of, hey, you know what, we're going to get the guys that aren't going to be with us anymore, give them some playing time and a proper send-off. And that's it. But you know what, as for the game, it was disappointing to end on a low note, 3 games in a row, losing. But you know what, this season has been remarkable, and what else could we ask for what they've done? To finish 9th in the Premier League for the first time being back there, I mean, it's hats off to Wilder and everybody on the team. And if it wasn't for COVID-19, who knows, maybe we'll be in a different position right now. Maybe we will be in Europe. But maybe it's a good thing we're not, because if you look at the teams that go into Europe pretty early when they don't have the depth for it, they tend to not do well in the league. And that should be our main priority, is just the Premier League right now. And we got all next year. We got another year in it. So let's see what we can do next year. Come on, you Blades.
Look at that ping from Norwood. Makes other teams look no good. Yeah. We've got a team full of leaders. Alan Hill, Chris Wilder taught us. Right. Yeah, there was us on the tour bus. Yeah. Look how many goals Billy scored us. It's beautiful downtown Bromley Lane. We are the boys from Shore.